When I'm 75 years old, I'm piping a 24-year-old like Bill Belichick. This man is a living legend. He is a national treasure, and he needs to be protected at all costs. Shout out to Big Pimpin' Belichick. That's my dog, okay? We gotta show love where love is due. You know, this is a big season for Brian Daboll. This is a real big season for Brian Daboll. And you know what they say, man. Pressure either bursts pipes or it creates diamonds. So, with the Bill Belichick coaching decision looming over the Giants, the great return, the homecoming, the I'm coming home of the NFL looming over the Giants organization, with Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen fighting for their jobs this season, will that affect the performance of Brian Daboll? Will that affect Joe Schoen's decision making? What are the repercussions of Bill Belichick looming over the Giants coming this offseason? And you know, like, I look at it like this. I like Brian Daboll. I do. And I want Brian Daboll to be like Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? I want Brian Daboll to be like Pete Carroll. I want Brian Daboll to be like McDermott in Buffalo. I want Brian Daboll to be here for a long time. I want that continuity. I want that legacy. I want that infrastructure. I just want that. The thing with the New York Giants and Bill Belichick is in his mid-70s. He's not in his mid-60s. He's not in his mid-50s. So it's like, in a weird way, even if Brian Daboll falls on his face, we have an opportunity to hire Bill Belichick. How long could Bill Belichick really coach the team? That's the thing. How long could Belichick really coach the team? And does Belichick still have his fastball? You feel me? That's the thing. Like, I know everybody says if we lose, if we have a bad season, tank, hire Belichick, get a new quarterback. Even if we get Belichick, the rumor is he loves Tommy Devito. Belichick loves Tommy DeVito. Belichick sees Tom Brady and Tommy DeVito. I'm not saying Tommy DeVito is going to be the GOAT. What I mean is he sees the undrafted kid. Tom Brady was a 6th pick. DeVito was undrafted. Belichick sees heart, he sees grit, and he sees intangibles that he can win with. And you know, Belichick's ego was the type of ego to say, well, damn, I can make him work where Brian Daboll couldn't. I believe in him when Joe Schoen didn't. It would be the most Belichickian thing in the world to take this undrafted kid who the Giants never gave a fair chance to and turn him into a winning quarterback. He fits the Belichick prototype of a quarterback. He has intangibles. He's a leader. And I just think that if you give Belichick an opportunity to put some infrastructure around Tommy DeVito, you never know. Listen, I'm in the camp that Tommy DeVito isn't getting a fair chance right now. The fact that Tommy DeVito has to fight for his job with Drew Lock is a slap in the face to everything he did last season. I don't know if Joe Schoen and Daboll are holding it against Tommy DeVito that they didn't get Drake May because Tommy DeVito went out there and won games that he wasn't supposed to. Maybe they're mad at Tommy DeVito because they didn't get Drake May. Maybe they're holding it against Tommy DeVito that they didn't draft him. I don't know what it is. But as a rookie, I watched Tommy DeVito win for a month straight. If Tommy DeVito was any other draft pick, he'd be Daniel Jones' heir apparent. Period. But because he wasn't drafted, he's not getting the credit he deserves. So now you have a guy in Belichick who sees the winning intangibles of Tommy DeVito, and you're like, huh. Could Belichick make something of the Italian stallion? Can Belichick make something of this kid who came out of nowhere? I mean, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick, people. It's not like he drafted Tom Brady in the 1st round. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Julian Edelman was a 7th-round pick. Belichick loves taking players out of nowhere and turning them into something. Belichick loves taking players from organizations. This is when he was with the Patriots. He loved taking players who failed in other organizations, putting them in his system and letting them flourish. Would it shock y'all if next season the Giants fall on their face, we hire Belichick, we get rid of Daniel Jones, and Belichick goes into the draft and takes a right tackle, or he takes a defensive lineman or something like that, and he says, we're going to proceed with Tommy DeVito. He brings in a free agent, probably some random from New England like Brian Hoyer or something stupid like that, and he starts with Hoyer and DeVito, or Jacoby Brissett and Tommy DeVito, and then we go into 2025 with Belichick and Tommy DeVito. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me because at the end of the day, this will be year 3 for Daboll and Shane. If Daboll and Shane miss the playoffs this year, Daboll's out. The question is, will Belichick work with Joe Shane if he comes to the Giants, and does Belichick want to have complete authority over the organization? Because you know John O'Mara, the first person he's calling is Bill Belichick. And my thing is, I don't know if the cloud of Belichick is going to loom over Daboll and Shane after every single loss. Once we get to 2 or 3 losses, every time we lose a game, well, Belichick is on the booth. Belichick, how do you feel about the Giants losing? Belichick, what do you see in his Giants roster? We know you might have a special interest in it. Like, you're going to see it. It's going to happen. It's kind of like Doc Rivers, when Doc Rivers would talk about the Bucks and things like that. When he was doing commentary, they knew he wanted the job, so they would ask him certain questions about it. It's like J.J. Redick with the Lakers. They know he wanted the job. They would ask him certain questions about it. Like, you're going to see Belichick get asked about the Giants. You're going to see Belichick get asked about the Giants in a different kind of way. It's going to happen. And every time Brian Daboll goes to the podium after he loses and loses and loses, he's going to get a Bill Belichick question. Joe Shane is going to get a Bill Belichick question. John Mara is going to get a Bill Belichick question. Bill Belichick is going to loom over the Giants like a black cloud after every single loss. It just is. And every Giants fan watching this video knows that the cloud of Belichick is going to be a real thing next season. Now, the $1 million question is, do you want Belichick? Is he old? Has he lost his fastball? I don't know, man. That's the $1 million question. Because he's already old. Now he's taking a year off. I mean, then he's going to come back? I don't know. Last I heard, my man Belichick was dating a 24-year-old, man. Shout out to my man Belichick dating a girl 50 years younger than him. Yo, salute to Belichick. Yo, my man Belichick out here piping a 24-year-old. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm 75 years old, I'm piping a 24-year-old like Bill Belichick. This man is a living legend. He is a national treasure, and he needs to be protected at all costs. Shout out to Big Pimpin' Belichick. That's my dog, okay? We got to show love where love is due. Robert De Niro had a baby in the 70s. My man Al Pacino had a baby in the 70s. The dick game will last forever. Okay? For a man who's turning 35 in a month, it's good to know that I'm going to have my dick for the next 40 years. It's inspirational, okay? That's it, that's all. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, drop those FUs in the comments if you're rocking with me, and stay vicious. Dismiss.